2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And you look at their injuries, down a starter and a reserve. That shuffles up their lineup a bit.
Two players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
And now the Lakers starting group, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks out there with Clark. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard. Now here's Westbrook. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Here's LeBron. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Morant against Westbrook. Pass to Bane. Fires for 3. And no good that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Outside for Jordan. Passes it to Bazemore. No good on the 3. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Clark against Westbrook. Over Clark. And that one hits back iron.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
That one falls. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Lakers passing it around. Davis up top. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And finished off by Morant.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here is Davis. His last outing with 20 points. Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Davis, the pass to Westbrook. Now Bazemore. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Davis. Again, Los Angeles. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Here is Brooks following the basket by Anthony Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Morant scanning the floor. Got a hand on it. Now the Lakers on the break. And here they go. It's stolen by Adams. Now Morant. He's got 6. Clark outside. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Morant with another miss.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Westbrook passes to James. Back to Westbrook. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
You know, I think the passing skills of LeBron are his greatest asset, and he's got some great ones in addition to that. But his passing is otherworldly. When you get open, he gets it to you with exactly the right speed and pace so you can handle it.
Here's Adams, and he drops it in from the low post.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And here's Westbrook. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Clark with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Pass to Clark. Brooks against Bazemore. Brooks kicks to Adams. Bain inside the three-point line. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bazemore dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. He's got 6. On the wing, Brooks. Out to Morant. Stolen by Westbrook. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Bazemore finds Davis. And he gets it to go.
Well, what a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Free throw good, Davis. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
Here is Howard after Memphis gets the 3. And a wide open look for James. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. James has got 5.
That's the competitive fire that burns with LeBron James. He's happy to come right back with one of his own.
Now the pass to Bain. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Howard. He dishes it to Davis. And they double up Davis. It's stolen by Adams. They're running. Brooks with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Clark. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dillon Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Horton-Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Kent Bazemore. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now, here's Melton. He's covered by Westbrook. Melton, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now Melton, after Westbrook's missed three. Melton passes to Tillman. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Here's Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Bain passes to Tillman. And Davis sends it back. Here's Horton-Tucker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Melton. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Pass to Davis. Westbrook with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
And he makes the first. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Steven Adams, and Culver's subbed in for Bain.
Hey, when it comes to stat sheet stuffers, Westbrook is a stat sheet stuffer supreme. Mark that one up, guys.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, Avery Bradley.
To the wing right side. Over with it, working on Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, you don't see off guards inside all the time, but Culver, with his size and skill, does a nice job doing the dirty work to get to the foul line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Culver.
Well, you think about Jared Culver back at Texas Tech, carried his team to the national championship game and ended up being the 6th pick in the 2019 draft.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. Rondo kicks to Howard. Outside Bradley. Stripped it away. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Melton feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Tillman. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Rondo dishes to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Jones. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Melton. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Culver. Here's Tillman, guarded by Bradley. That one drops for him. Tillman's got 6. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Jones against Rondo. And there's the pass to Anthony. Over Jones. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones finds Williams. Now here's Culver. Not a lot of room and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, with a really solid all-around offensive game, Culver continues to develop his ability to put pressure on defenses.
Free throw drops for Culver. That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Rondo with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Over Anthony. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
It's stolen by Jones. Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Rondo. And it goes down 2 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in front, up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And now, in his mid-30s, Rajon Rondo still going strong. He shed some light on how he's able to remain in top form.
I feel young. I feel athletic at times. I still feel fast. Feel good. My body feels great. Lifting, yoga, whatever it takes to take care of my body.
And Rondo's writing a strong second chapter to his career for sure.
And 4 All-Star appearances and a title in Boston. So Some had written him off, but he's showing he is not done yet.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, we've got Culver. DeAnthony Melton out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Williams. And it's Tillman in at the center position.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Culver's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kicks it to Rondo. Pass to Horton-Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis leading. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Tillman. Shoots over Bradley. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
DA, he is a lead in every way. As are you. Thank you. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Rondo against Jones. It's picked off. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Clark comes in for Williams. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Jones. And then for the Lakers, LeBron comes in for Horton-Tucker. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Rajon Rondo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
James off the left rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Brooks, left side. Over Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Bazemore against Morant. Bazemore misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Culver. He's got 5. Back to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's Bradley on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bradley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Bradley against Morant. Shoots over Bradley. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to LeBron. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that. They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Checked in for Culver. The Lakers also making some changes. Davis comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now Morant. He has 6. The pass to Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Westbrook kicks it to Bazemore. Davis, that's for 2. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Brooks outside. Payne for 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Brooks following the basket by Anthony Davis. Up top, Adams, guarded by Jordan. 5 on the clock. From deep, Brooks. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Misses off the right iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Bazemore kicks to Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. So he comes up empty at the line. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Out to the right wing. Adams finds Morant. Brooks outside. There's the triple. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Inside, here's Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
That one on Davis.
First team foul.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
For Memphis, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Westbrook. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Westbrook's so good at maintaining control, even though he plays at high speed and with great aggressiveness.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Los Angeles on D. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. It's Morant with the drive. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Bazemore. That shot no good. Adams, some nice D. Here's Clark. Here he goes. And it's Clark with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's LeBron. 38 points for him last game against Houston.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And Davis throws it down.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Here's Bane. 26 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Morant against Westbrook. Morant passes to Adams. And here's Westbrook. He has 7. And it's Davis missing. Brooks with it. Picked up by Davis. Brooks the pass to Clark. Back to Brooks. There's the 3. And James pulls it down.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
I think LeBron is best shooting the ball off the dribble. His accuracy, spot on.
Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Fires the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Bain's got 6 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold, when things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Westbrook against Morant. Clock at 6. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Horton-Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Clark kicks to Melton. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Morant. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. 8 points for John Morant.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Passes to Horton-Tucker. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. Over Clark. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Horton-Tucker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and the shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook against Morant. Pass to Melton. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with the Lakers, Frank Vogel. Coach, with your size advantage, were you trying to get the ball to Anthony Davis inside?
Not any more than usual. We just give him the basketball down low and ask him to read. You know, there's been a couple opportunities where they came and doubled and he found open guys. Maybe get single coverage and go score the ball.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Taking a look at the Lakers. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Kent Bazemore is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Davis kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Bazemore. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Bazemore's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. Pass to Adams. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. From outside, off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Morant, following the basket by LeBron James. Mark against Davis. Pass to Morant. Back to Clark. Payne for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Payne's got 9 points.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Pass to Bazemore. Now LeBron. Back to Bazemore. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Morant. 8 points for him. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Over Westbrook. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight. And the pass to Bazemore. Back to Westbrook. Mark against Davis. Back to Westbrook. Over Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Adams kicks to Morant. Brooks outside. No good from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
That one good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 15.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And stolen by Jordan. Bazemore passes to Davis. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Brooks. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Looking to end his cold spell. Brooks misses. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Davis. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant passes to Adams.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Culver's checked in for Brandon Clark. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. The Lakers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Davis. Avery Bradley comes in for Kent Bazemore. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. No good on the second free throw. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
And here is Los Angeles now after Memphis gets the three.
Yeah, Rondo really knows how to maneuver his body, contorted in an effort to draw fouls, and so effective with that.
Now here's Culver. He has 5. Adams against Jordan. Jones kicks to Culver. Outside, Jones. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed.
Here, Tillman's checked in. Williams kicks to Jones. Floats it up for Williams.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
You look at Rondo, he's got a nice touch, but he's adaptable too. I mean, he can change and alter his release point. The floater is one of the many moves that he can go to with confidence.
On the basket by Jones.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Rondo dishes to Jordan. The shot's good. Jordan's got 6 points.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
And stolen by Jordan. And Bradley gets it to go. He's got 9. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's Jones. Softly drops in the floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside Bradley. Pass to James. And they double up James. Rondo looking over the floor. 3 on the clock. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Knocked away. It's stolen by Jones. Williams inside. He's covered by Rondo. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard's checked in for Jordan. And Taylor Horton-Tucker subbed in for Bradley. Los Angeles leading by 16. Feeds it to Anthony. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Williams. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And Adams kicks to Culver. 5 to shoot. He sinks the 11-footer. Culver's got 7.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. Takes it inside and finished off by LeBron.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And that is a big-time shot and a really dumb foul. Don't give him the and one on a three-pointer.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Lakers.
1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Melton. Lakers leading by 12. Rondo with it. He has 6. Driving the lane. Culver with the steal. Stolen by Westbrook. To the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Jones for 3. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Passes it to Howard. Launches it. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Rondo against Jones. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Adams. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Melton. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 14. Bobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Here's Melton. And the basket is good. Melton's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, sweet move there, taking the defender off the dribble and then just cruising in for the layup.
Rondo passes to Westbrook. And he drives in. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Williams finds Jones. count that one. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here is Howard. Pass to Anthony. Down low. Rondo kicks to Howard. Left side, Westbrook. Shoots over Colbert. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 14. On the wing, Melton. He's covered by Westbrook. There's the pass to Jones. For the three. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Horton-Tucker. The three from Anthony. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 17. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Play for each other. Creators and receivers. Okay? Share the ball. Here we go.
On everyone on the same page offensively, Frank Vogel saying to each man, do it for your teammates.
And, you know, I love the fact that he's promoting the spirit, the camaraderie between his guys. When they're working together, they are a lot harder to stop.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Clark in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Lakers working the ball around now. Passes it to Carmelo. Back to Bazemore.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Morant passes to Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Anthony, and it's blocked by Anthony. And he recovers it. From deep, Brooks.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Bazemore on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Adams outside. That's tipped and stolen by Bazemore. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Anthony. And James subbed in for Taylor Horton-Tucker. Now, here's Melton. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Adams down low. He's against Jordan. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The three. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Pass to James. Here's Westbrook. Back to James. 3-pointer. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Free throw good, LeBron. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant outside. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Morant passes to Melton. Back to Morant. Six on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now here's Davis, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Baines checked in. Morant against Westbrook. The pass to LeBron. Davis kicks it to Bazemore. And it's off from 3-point range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
No good from Clark. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And that one, good.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Pass to Baines. Clark against Davis. The feed to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Here's Westbrook. The Grizzlies making the shot. Davis kicks to Westbrook. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Bazemore gets the bucket.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes it to Baines. LeBron against Brooks. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Here's Bain. Clock at 6. Fires the 3.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possessions.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James. 1 shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Adams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Now here's Bazemore. Pass to James. The three-pointer no good.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Second chance shot. That shot is off. Great D that time from Westbrook.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Back to LeBron. Wide open. That one off the back iron and out.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Bain. He's covered by Bazemore, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Nunn looking around to the inside. From 8, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by James.
When Davis gets going like this, there's no way you can stop him, giving you his entire package right now.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Ellington, kept alive. They shoot again, and the layup is up and in. Ellington's got his first bucket of the night.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Bain. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Now the pass to LeBron. And they double up James. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team, and you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
Pass to James. Poked loose. Here's Conchar. Monk defending. Conchar can't get it to go. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Davis missing. Here's Conchar. Passes to Merrill. Count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Lakers leading by 22. Now Nunn. Pass to Monk. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Monk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. As long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's James, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Ellington. Ken Bazemore comes in for Malik Monk. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. James against Clark. Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Morant against Westbrook. And Jordan sends it back. They get it back.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And they're going to break this season series tie with a big win here tonight, giving them a 2-1 record on the year with one final game left to go against Memphis. No surprise here, just a big-time performance
for LeBron.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Brooks, the pass to Clark. James with some nice D. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And it's Davis missing. So it's the Grizzlies now. There's the pass to Brooks. He feeds it to Clark. Top of the key, Morant. Westbrook with the steal. Now the dish to LeBron. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get where we're able to find these guys and make plays, we want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time